Hello everyone, let me introduce myself. My name is Septa Wiguna and I'm from class 21C. In this video, I will talk about an article with the title The Problems Faced by the Teachers in Teaching English as a Foreign Language at SMA N2 Sinjai by Husni. With the table of contents, we have introduction, which explains the importance of learning English. Second, we have objective, which the purpose of this article. We have literature review, quotes about teaching English language. And we have research method is the method used in this article. And we have findings is the results of this article. And we have conclusions, this conclusions from the results of this article. So let's go to the first one, shall we? So in the introduction, language is kind of communication between people in community. Language is used to express their opinions, desires, emotions, every conversation, activity, or dialogue. So there are many kinds of language that are used to communicate. One of them is English. English as international has to be learned by people in the world. English plays an important role in many aspects in our lives, such as in education, business, politics, and so on. And teaching English has been an important issue in countries where English is not their first language. So learning second language is difficult for learners because they cannot speak English in real situations, because they should learn sentences in textbooks, not in real environment. And the next one, we have objectives. So based on the title, the objective of this study is to find out of the problem faced by the teachers in teaching English as a foreign language at SMA N2 Sinjai. Next one is literature review. So there have been some research done related to this study. One of those is from Derahshan and Siro Mohammadi, 2015. So in their journal, The Difficulties of Teaching English Language, the relationship between research and teaching, they found that difficulties of teaching English language between research and teaching was able to use different strategies to plan lessons, because these strategies are adaptable with classroom situation. Even students have good strategies to learn English language. And after that, we go to the research method. So in the research method, we use research design. So the researchers used qualitative descriptive research in this study. It was along with the objective of this study was to know about the problem faced by the teachers in teaching English as a foreign language. And the next one is research subject. So the subject in this research are English teachers at SMA N2 Sinjai. And the next one is the research instrument. So in this research used interview as a technique in collecting the data was to find out the problem faced by the teachers in teaching English as a foreign language. And the next one, we have procedure of collecting the data. So the first one, the researcher has permission from the headmaster of SMA N2 Sinjai. And second, the researcher started getting acquainted with all English teachers at SMA N2 Sinjai. And the third one, the researcher conducted an interview with each of the sample and record the entire conversation, use voice record. The fourth, the researchers made a transcript of the voice record. And the last step is the data analysis to find out the problem faced by the teachers in teaching English as a foreign language. And the data analysis technique. The first one, we used to transcribe the result of interview record. So in this step, the researcher did interview and also made a transcript the results of interview. The second, reading or memory. So in this step, researcher read and memory transcript the result of the interview record. And the third one is classifying. So in this step, the researcher classified types of teacher answers into sentences to analyze or categorize research questions. And the fourth is interpretation. So this is the final step. The researcher made a conclusion of the result of interview about what problems faced by the teacher in teaching English. So we know the research method. Now we go to the findings. So the researcher has finished the research procedure through interview. The interview was carried out to find out the problem faced by the teachers in teaching English as a foreign language. The problem faced by English teacher, so the first one is the class condition. As you can see, the response of one of the teacher. So based on the interview results show that the class condition are part of the teacher's problem in teaching. And the next one is learning media. As you can see, the response of the teachers in here. So the statement show the limitation of learning media facilities are one of the major problems of the teacher in delivering learning material. And we have delivering material. So as you can see, the statement right here. So it gives an overview of some teachers about students delivering learning material is lack of focus or concentration. And next one, students' interest in English language. As you can see the statement right here. So the result of the interview above, that lack of student interest in learning, especially learning English. And we have limited hours for teaching. As you can see, the statement right here. So based on the statement from the result for of the teacher, that the researcher interviews showed that the lack of teaching hours in English at SMA and Sinjai makes it difficult for teachers to control students' noise in the teaching and learning process. So we know the research method, we know the findings, and now we go to the conclusion. So based on the research finding in the previous section, there are 5 problems faced by the teachers in teaching English as a foreign language as follows. The first one, the lack of students' interest learning, especially in English in English learning. And the second one is limited facilities of school to support learning media, including laboratory of language, LCD projector, and also internet. And the lack of students focus on delivery material and limited hours of teaching at SMA and Dua Sinjai, and class condition is very boring. So that's all the article that I can present to you in this video. Thank you so much for listening until the end. And if you want to get this article that used in this presentation, you can click the link in the description. So again, thank you so much.